good morning, Noble Academy. It's Friday, June 9th from around the world. Straight to your advisory to WGN News at 8:30. Here with your weekly Griffin News are your anchors, Sammy Roman and Gloria Escobedo.
Good morning, Noble Academy. Unfortunately, this will be our last WGN of this school year. However, we will return next year, right where we leave off. So, this story is a weird one, talking about one of nature's most iconic birds, the African penguin, who has survived extinction 3 times, including one of a volcano. Which is actually pretty weird because the African penguin seems to slide right back to the endangered species list. And they just can't seem to keep their happy feet from going back to the place they were almost extinct, which leads scientists to waddle in confusion as to why they would do that.
In continuation of the story called This Guy Trump in Office, it was announced this past Thursday that Trump will be withdrawing the United States from the Paris Climate Agreement. The purpose of the agreement is to unite the world's nations in an effort to decrease the amount of carbon emissions worldwide. Ironically, the United States is the leading country with the highest amount of emissions. I guess President Trump will be having a very serious talk with Bill Nye the Science Guy any day now.
This next story is a real treat. Who would have thought it was a dog as a criminal, especially a husky? The adorable dog was chased down and caught red-pawed the other day after stealing bread from a dollar store, after befriending the employees there. The dog's intentions were still unclear. Maybe he was just a little hungry due to the fact that he was a little husky. But that still doesn't change the fact that the store had a rough morning.
Donald Trump's pal, President Vladimir Putin of Russia, has been in the spotlight this past week after an interview with Megyn Kelly regarding his alleged attempts to influence the United States election in 2016. In response to Kelly's questions, Putin suggested that her very own daughter could have equally as likely perpetrated the alleged crimes. In my opinion, using a 3-year-old girl as a scapegoat sounds pretty childish to me. I guess the two pals are quite alike in their tendencies to blame others for their mistakes.
Now with more upcoming local school events and athletic news is Mr. Justin Zuniga.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, lovely viewers. After months and months of preparation and hard work, we are coming to a close with the freshmen and sophomores absolutely crushing the ACT. However, we will have to wait until tomorrow for the juniors to take the real deal ACT. I wish everyone much luck. Do you truly enjoy music that the school has to offer, such as band and choir? Well, over the summer, band and choir will be offering office hours from 11:30 to 3:30, with only the cost of $2 a day. Remember, if you reach 25 practice hours, you'll be exempt from taking the band quiz. Lip sync battle is today. The lip singers have been practicing so much to make sure they can hit the high notes without even having to say a word at all. Hope you guys can sit back and enjoy a good show coming to you. Remember to sign up for fall sports and report card pickup if you're interested in any summer conditioning before a second year of varsity sports. Now before I leave, what's the point of doing athletics section if I can't talk about the amazing game this past Saturday with Real Madrid winning a 4-1 game? Not only has Real Madrid won their 12th championships title and winning back-to-back since 1992, but Cristiano Ronaldo has also made some history. After the final, Ronaldo has a whooping top score of 12 goals, which only has helped them to score over 100 goals in the competition and added up to a total of 600 career goals. He is just unstoppable. Stay tuned for August 8th when Real Madrid will go against Europa League champions Manchester United to fight for the UEFA Super Cup. Thank you.
Please give a warm welcome to Daquan Galloway for his diary.
Good morning.
Morning.
Now, brother, don't you think it's time that we let the teachers know what we really think about them since it's the end of the school year?
Yes, how about we start Miss Bergovitz? Miss Bergovitz is a good teacher, and I hope she do well on the new job next year.
I agree with you. She's one of the best math teachers that I ever met. Now, let's move on to Mr. Krahulik.
Krahulik is the best varsity teacher, and I think it's the coolest teacher ever.
I agree. He's the best wannabe scientist ever. Now, Miss Conroy.
Miss Conroy, I love the enthusiasm.
Yeah, she's one of the perkiest teachers I ever met. Now, Miss Kalani.
Miss Kalani, a smile always bright up my day.
Don't get too close now. Now, I love her good curly hair and everything. I just smile all day every time I see her. Now, Miss Colgan.
Miss Colgan's always pushing us to beat our fitness goals.
Yeah, I agree. She wants us to be like King Kong, but not too big. Now, Mr. Green, Mr. Larone.
Mr. Green, best track coach and cross country coach.
Even though I wasn't on the track or cross country, he's one of the best I ever seen with the fitness. Mr. Roxanne, Mr. Rox.
And best band teacher, always push me to play good notes.
Yeah, play the clarinet, trumpet, the tuba. And Miss Daniels, she's the best choir teacher, the one to make us sing. Now, what did you think about Miss Daniels?
Really have no class, but they good.
Now, I'm sorry we couldn't get through all the teachers, but I'm sure that all the students love something about their teachers. Now, I know all of you teachers wants to know where I got Miss Yvette, Miss Pearl, Miss Masonia, Miss Sylvia, Miss Garcia, Miss Clarita from. Well, I just made them up, got them from some movies, but it's alright. Now, I got one question for all of you all. What's this? Now, thank you.
Thank you for joining us this Friday morning. I'm your news anchor, Gloria Escobedo.
And Sammy Roman, and have an awesome day.
Welcome to this edition of Between Two Walls. Today we have our guests of Mr. Green and Ms. Bermudez. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So, Mr. Green, the first question is for you.
Is that you, Sammy?
Yeah. So, Mr. Green, what led you to Michigan State over the University of Michigan? Was it because Michigan State has green colors?
That's exactly why. The only schools that would actually admit me into their program were ones that were primarily structured around green. It's one of the many struggles that I have to work with every day in my life because of the way I was born with a last name that's a color.
Interesting.
If your last name was not green, which color in the light spectrum would you choose as your new last name?
Does that have to be a naturally occurring color?
Any color in the world, probably.
I'd love to be Mr. Teal. I think that has a nice ring to it. It kind of just flows off the tongue. It sounds suave, but not too suave. A little rugged around the edges. I like it. You can start calling me Mr. Teal. Thank you.
Sounds like Mr. T.
It does.
Okay, so Ms. Bermudez, what weird food combinations do you like such as pineapples on pizza? Which one do you recommend the most?
Ooh, that's weird and really difficult to answer right on the spot. Can I tell you something that I do to my sandwiches? If that's a little weird. I like to put my peanut butter sandwiches in the microwave so that the peanut butter melts and it's super gooey, and I eat it with a cold glass of milk.
I've never tried that before. I'll keep that.
I really recommend it. I don't know if that's weird, but yeah.
I got a question for both of you. So, if you go to a restaurant, aren't you technically the waiter?
Because we're waiting on our food.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on what restaurant you go to, right?
Fast food, fancy,
All of it.
all of it.
I guess technically we are waiting, so we are being the waiter. But we are not. No, we are waiting on people. Wow, Justin, what an intellectually stimulating question. Man, mind blowing. Good job. Didn't expect it.
Well, Miss Bermudez, your first name is Daisy, right? Hope they don't get 40% of your name is Daisy. Well,
Really?
what? Well, where did your parents get it from? Was it your love affection for daisies?
I don't think I was old enough to form any love affections before I was named. So no, I don't actually know where it came from. I want to say it's something cool, but it was probably like a relative or something. There are actually like 5 daisies in my family on both sides, both my parents and my mom's side. So my family really seems to really like the name. So it's not very special at all.
Mr. Green, if you did not teach physical education, what subject would you teach at the school?
How academic do they have to be? Does it have to be?
Just one of the core ones.
Okay. Well, I think a core subject in life is eating. So I would love to be a professional eating teacher. So not nutrition, but just how to really enjoy eating a lot of food.
Is there an AP course?
Quickly. Yes, it's called AP Food Delivery, and it's how you deliver food from a plate into your mouth.
Okay, so to end things off, we'll start off with a little game. As many of you guys know, we like to keep our audience entertained. So, in the game called Guess Who's with Blue's Clues, we're gonna test out how well you guys know each other, and where Mr. Green will pick preferences for Ms. Bermudez, and in the end, Ms. Bermudez will reveal what she chose, and vice versa.
Okay.
Got
See?
it?
Yes.
So
yes.
let's say, for example, if Sammy likes food and penguins, I would have to choose his preference, and then at the end, he would reveal what you would have.
So like
actually
you would
picked.
say Sammy probably chooses penguins over food.
Exactly.
Okay, and Sammy would be like, yes, of course, because I love penguins.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Got
Okay,
it.
so Ms. Bermudez, you'll be answering these questions for Mr. Green. Track or cross country?
Whoa. That one's really hard. I don't know the difference. Let's
Start it off.
let's go with cross country.
Boston Red Sox or Chicago Cubs?
The Red Sox.
Puppies or kittens?
Puppies.
Michigan State or Noble Academy?
It's gonna give me five.
I think we're both going to plead the fifth on that one and choose not to answer.
Mr. Green, did she choose correctly?
First one is a toss-up, but yes, probably cross country. Definitely the Boston Red Sox, no question. Puppies or kittens, ponies. I think there's a third answer there that just wasn't, talked about. And Michigan State or Noble Academy, definitely pleading the fifth on that one. No comment.
So, Mr. Green, you will be answering these questions for Ms. Bermudez.
Okay.
Cubs or Sox?
What was that?
Cubs or Sox?
Oh, like the baseball teams?
Yes.
Sox,
Iced coffee or espresso?
iced espresso,
Coke or Pepsi?
water.
Or Noble Academy?
I mean, I can't plead the fifth on this one because I obviously have a preference there, so Noble Academy, for sure.
Did he choose correctly?
The first one was Cubs or Sox. I was born on the north side, so I'm always a diehard Cubby, and I've worn my shirt around school. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Coke or Pepsi, water, good option. Espresso or iced coffee, iced espresso. Mr. Green knows me pretty well. And Pritzker or TNA, I plead the fifth.
Well, those are some interesting responses. I thought you guys would know each other more.
I mean,
Because
it's
it's
like
already been 2
it's like a
years.
passing grade. It's like a 75%.
It's mastery.
It's
Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't be passing advisory, but passing everything else.
Well, it looks like it's time to go to some office hours.
Office hours to get to know each other.
Yep.
Very small office hours.
Thank you for joining us on this segment of Between Two Walls. I'm Gloria Escobedo.
I'm Justin Zuniga. Sammy Roman.
Decor Galloway.
And have a lovely day.
Closing time. Open all the doors and let you out into the world. Closing time. Turn all of the lights on over every boy